What's up, everybody? This is Fatima, and I'm here to pass on a message from your ancestors and your spirit guides. And I'm here to let you know what they want you to know about whatever it is that is on your mind at this time, okay? Whatever's on your mind, the collective needs answers to, all right? So let's see. You may be going through some unsettled times and need to have a solid plan ahead. Okay, whatever it is that you are going through. It's time to get out and have fun also. Be careful not to take any unnecessary risks. You could be listening to a lot of gossip, and it's time to kind of get away from that energy as we go into this retrograde in Leo, which is the house of drama, kids, things you like to do on your pastime. Maybe you like to go out and have wine, unwind and relax. It's a time to relax and have a little bit of fun and be peaceful, okay? But also be careful not to take unnecessary risk in whatever this is that you are doing. Don't take any calculated risk that you don't need to. Don't be too concerned with the sexual aspect when it comes to your journey. Everything is not all it seems. Somebody could be consumed with or just watching a lot of you could have a porn addiction or a sex addiction. You could have you could be or watching a lot of stuff that has a lot of sexual promiscuity in it, or subject matters that are highlighted in this area. So Spirit wants you to kind of, pull your energy back and don't be too concerned with, it could be just hypersexual. We're looking at people that are. So there's a need to not take any risk. You could be involved with someone that is a risk taker in this way. Because if you you might need to protect yourself because there is a risk that you may get this person pregnant also. When it comes to you could be out having fun and meeting someone new. Just be careful now with a person that you meet, because during the retrograde, if you're meeting someone new and you think they're the one, you might end up getting them pregnant, and that's how soul ties will be created. Spirit wants you to trust your intuition, okay? If your intuition is saying no about something, it's no. You are highly thought of by a love interest. If you're dating online, or if you're using a dating app on social media and you're just looking to meet someone new, be careful. I feel like somebody is thinking of you. Whoever you are thinking of, they're thinking of you. You could be married or thinking about getting married. You might have a desire for getting married. You could be thinking about and wondering if someone is married. You could be thinking about a married couple. Okay? Trust your intuition. Beware of pride. All right? Okay, you see, you got these two eyes here. You got someone going through a time of sorrow, but you're in need of trusting your intuition, because you're using your 3D eyes and you're not looking at the spiritual aspect of something. But be aware of having a lot of pride. But the peacock is telling me you have protection, okay? This person on your mind could be a little bit cocky and arrogant. If you ever get married, there will be a marriage that will take place, or a marriage could have been affected by a pregnancy of a child. There could be a child getting ready to be born. Beware of a lot of pride. Come back down and to resolve the issue. Remember that the most difficult part of the situation is over. You could have been someone that found out someone was unfaithful, and so you're trying to make sense of things. So it could have been, you could be experiencing just being in your head, and pride could be leading your emotions. So you could be holding in emotions that you need to let go, because that is healing. Don't be afraid to cry if you need to. Don't be afraid to look to your individuality of your imagination and see your way out. You're not crazy. You're not depressed. You're just thinking that you are. You're thinking depressive thoughts. Stable your emotions. Stable your mind. Stay grounded. But release the energy. I feel like somebody could be... You could be a boxer. You could like to fight. You like to argue. You might be someone like that. Walk away from whatever this is. Walk away from these dark emotions, because there's no fruit to bear. These cups are empty. Okay, these are old emotions that you need to look at in each cup, because all of these are not yours. If you turn your back, you realize you have your own cup, which is the cup of self-love, which is the cup of the Holy Grail. Okay, and you can tap into your healing by drinking from your own cup. For now, you're meant to isolate. Everything is happening for a reason, and you're being removed from a situation. The number 8 is telling me to tell you to be strong. Okay, you could be a water sign. You could be in fear, thinking that you lost something. There may be a loss of emotion in a marriage. You could just be feeling withdrawn because she's by herself in her own world. Whatever it is that you're imagining, overthinking about, or you're causing to overfeel. And so that would take you to Venus energy, which is Gemini. So you're trying to find balance in what makes sense. You can be someone who's very empathetic. You feel a lot of these emotions. See, you got your own cup. If your back is turned and you look in here, you could be someone that likes to drink tea. You like the color blue or green. You may like black. You're a very spiritual person. And I feel like you may have had some trauma in your stomach. Okay? Let me bring this up so you won't see my little snorsage fingers. The number 7 is telling me that you need to focus on your plans. Someone is planning to walk away from a marriage, or you've been thinking about it, or you are having trouble leaving a marriage. You may have been stuck there for a while. You may just need to face these emotions, because if you're holding on to something too tight, I feel like you're a mother too. You could have about 8 kids, but you can have anywhere from 1 to 8 kids. Let me see. Are you a mommy? Yes, you could have a boy. All right. You got your own car. You're independent. Spirit wants you to keep moving forward. I feel like you're looking for your 10th cup. Your 10th cup is telling me you have 9 cups, which is telling me you've been through a lot in life, and you are. This is kind of like taking a load off. You could be sitting back drinking some wine. You may just need to unwind and drink some wine. You know, look at how far you came. This is like someone that's been working hard, and she's taking a load off, right? But at the same time, either way, she's getting her wish. So if you're walking away from what no longer serves you emotionally, and you turn towards yourself, boom, now you got 9 cups. Now you have a wish fulfillment. Now because you're taking action, you're moving forward. You just need to look at what's in these cups. These cups, there's nothing to bear from there. You can't bear any fruit from looking at the past. There's no grapes there. They're empty cups, and all those cups is sitting in behind you. This is part of the past. This tells me you're still stuck in the past, in emotions. You're afraid to move forward and let go because your fear of what it is that you think is going to happen, because this is tied to what you feel. So your thoughts have to have emotions behind them, right? You could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You're very feminine. You pick up on a lot of these different energies, and oftentimes you get stuck on what action to take. I feel like you're indecisive right now, but I also feel like you just need to just relax. Have some. You could be experiencing. You could be someone that's been experiencing swelling in your ankles. You could have swelling in your abdomen. You're taking on a lot of fluid right now. I feel like there's just a need to have some chamomile tea, cleanse your gut, because these are energies that are in your gut. You have to trust your gut. Whatever you're putting in your gut is probably making you feel. You may feel unloved, unwanted. Someone else may feel unloved or unwanted around you. Someone else could just be holding on to these old emotions and you're picking up on it because you're drinking from your cup. But these are energies around you. And these are all parts of the other spirits. You could be over drinking. If you're over drinking, there's a need to get balance, or trying to escape a little too much because she over here pouring it up. Like whatever. And don't say it. And I'll tell you another thing. I hope this is just a cup you pour for your ancestors. Not do you? You grown. But maybe you used to have alcohol problems. Maybe you like to you could be a smoker, because this could be a vape in your hand. All right. You need to look at these cups and see these cups are all choices. And happiness is a choice, right? We choose to be happy. We choose to walk away. These are emotions. This is your spirit here. Your spirit is your driving force, right? So you can be a Cancer moon, a Pisces moon. You can be a Scorpio moon. You can be a Scorpio sun. But I feel like Cancer season is saying that you need to look at these emotions that no longer serve your highest good. This is depression. This is feeling anxious, nervousness in your stomach. You could be experiencing cramps. You could be premenopausal or premenstrual, depending on your age. I see like you're probably between, you're probably in your 40s. She looks mid-40s, but it don't have to be. You could be 49. You could be 47. You could be 57. You could be 59. You could be in your 40s or 50s, because this woman, she's very mature. She's established. You know, she's a businesswoman. She's very determined, okay? And if you see the two dogs, one is light, one is dark. The masculine and feminine aspect is saying to look to your emotions right now. And this is how you complete the cycle. So the cycle that you're going through is influenced by the moon. We are in the moon is in Pisces. We're headed to Pisces. So this is why all of these cups are out here. Okay. So now you have to look to your beliefs. You have to believe and trust that a higher force, a higher power is causing you to look at your emotions right now. You have to believe in the impossible. And all you have to do is change your mindset. Okay. It may be a need to kind of get balance and not overindulge. Drink more water, because you could be drinking juice or soda excessively. You could be drinking too much caffeine. So during this retrograde, it's going to push on your nerves. People could be getting on your nerves. You could be a little bit, I won't say temperamental, but if we're looking at Leo energy, Leo would say you may feel hot-tempered, or the way you're expressing yourself, the way you receive people's information feels a little bit egotistical. You may be dealing with someone that's egotistical, and it may be a need to look at your own ego and say, what emotions? If it doesn't mind, it doesn't matter. And if it doesn't mind, then it's out of sight, because it's all about what you perceive. And Neptune is the Pisces and Sagittarius aspect of your spirituality. So you need to look to your beliefs and trust in what you don't know. You have to trust in the unknown. What's in the dark will be made to light. If you're insecure, because Leo is all in Cancer is all about security. Home is what makes you feel secure, what makes you feel solid and stable. And so there's a need to look at why you feel insecure. Now, we are taught to feel like, I ain't insecure. That just means like it's a threatening word. But we're taught to respond to the word like that. So you have to look at, why do I feel fear? Why do I feel insecure? What do I need to do? Secure myself. It's just that simple as making a choice. Boom, that's reducing 1 cup. 7, why do I feel confused? Why? Because you're looking outward and you're not looking within and doing some healing work, because your emotions are telling you that there's still energy there that's in there in the residual cup that you need to look at. It may not be full back here. None of these cups are full, but you got some of your emotions in all of these cups. These are all other people's energy. Now notice you're supposed to be drinking from your own cup. You're not supposed to be caring if it doesn't matter. If it doesn't mind, doesn't matter. You may have blonde hair. You may have honey blonde hair. You may have brown hair. You may love the color brown. Brown is telling me to tell you to be happy. Change whatever you don't want to accept. Change your mindset. Change whatever it is that you're used to feeling like, okay? You could be bored because she's sitting here thinking that she's lonely. You're not alone. You have spirits that are formed in different shape, forms, and sizes that are popping up on your journey everywhere you go, but you ignore the signs because you don't believe. And you have to believe more because you give life to what it is that you believe. So if you're going to believe anything, believe in the impossible and have faith. Because if I take, so we down to one more cup here, we take another cup away from these 8 cups. So then you would be at 6 of cups. 6 of cups would take me to the past. You constantly being reminded of the past, okay? You're reminded about the loss and how it made you feel. You're reminded about things that you're afraid of being alone, and you're afraid of people not wanting you. You have a fear of rejection. So you have to work on those false ideas of yourself, because it's all about how you feel. You project how you feel about yourself to others, and how people receive you is based off of the reflection of how you see yourself. So then we take another cup and pour it out. That because we don't, now we took 4 cups and kicked them over, right? So now you could be bored, like I said. 3 of cups, now we take another cup. Now we got down to the 3 of cups. 3 of cups is saying you is third party energy. Usually you may be reminiscing about a marriage. Anniversary could be coming up. You'd be thinking about when you're married. You could be thinking about a time when you was married, or you could be married. You could be wondering if you're going to ever be married. It's your choice. You can choose to be happy, and then you'll attract a happy partner that will take you to a happy place. But you have to be complete within self. You may have looked to your partner to complete you, and it doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that cycle of emotion is over, because you have to just let things be. It doesn't serve your highest good. Keep people out of your business. Excuse me, whatever matters to you the most. There's a need to keep your affairs private. You could have an issue with family. Family could be important to you. Home stability is important to you, right? Maybe you never had that. Maybe you never had a complete family. Maybe you always wanted to be a complete family. And so you could beat yourself up about how you were raised, how you raised your children. Don't feel that way. That is programming. You have to reprogram and detox from those emotions. So the way you detox is by starting to change your habits slowly but surely, because what you ingest becomes part of the test. Okay? Especially if you're believing in a bunch of mess. So when you take the 3 of cups, you take that 3rd cup and you pour it out. Now you're down to 2 of cups. So now you can look at it as you and your soulmate within being able to move forward, move past this, because you're already at these 9 cups by the time I finish with this video. You're straight. You just could be on your cycle too. Could be on a rag. Anyway, you may like to sip tea. Drink some detox tea. Drink some tea that's going, if you're nauseous, have some tea, some peppermint tea. You can mix the tea bags if you use tea bags, or if you use loose leaves, bag them up half and half. But at night, make a habit of drinking chamomile, lavender tea. Take some baths if you like taking baths. Restore that energy. Connect with the water. Connect with your emotions. Once you start to let Cal go and take you away, that's for the old schoolers. All that go down the drain. Okay? If you take a spiritual bath, do that. Start making a habit of soaking that energy out. You got to cleanse your pores, because this is the emotion that is residing within you. You're scared. You're scared of what you don't know is going to happen. So if you use your intuition, this is one eye looking at the other. This is what you see. what you're seeing is based off of your projection. Now, if we look at the eye of Ra, that's who's watching. You just don't see it because you got 2 eyeballs on your head. Okay? And then you have the eye of, what's the name I'm looking for? I'm not going to call his name, but you know what I mean. The left eye. So, Horus. Okay, yeah. I'm going to say it anyway because I'm protected. But anyway, but you have those 2 eyes. You know what I'm saying? And if you sit here, you're acknowledging and giving power to evil eye. If you trust in the unknown, what you don't see, this is your intuitive eye that is telling you to trust in what your third eye mind is trying to tell you. It's a time to cleanse this pineal off, because what you're watching, you see she's watching TV. This energy is giving frequencies and radio waves to her brain and sending out little spidey signals. And she's picking up on all these different emotions. Her antennas, okay, are picking up on all these different emotions. And you could be putting yourself in disillusion. It's like drunk thoughts. You may be sipping wine with a straw. That may be what you like to do. You might have a nice ring. You could just be nostalgic about the past. You may have a red car, a white car, or you may be in need of a new car. You may have gotten cheated on. It may have been you may have been at a house party, or you could have came back from partying. Okay, but I feel like your home is very stable. Continue to focus there. You'll be sitting at home just chilling, enjoying the party. You're somebody that is, your homebody is what you are. And it's need to get the heck out of the house and heal yourself. Let the sun heal you. Okay, get out in nature, get grounded, connect with the water. That is how you heal. You are a healer, okay? Water is your power energy, and I need you, my friend, to restore your energy. See how the King of Pentacles, he comes out strong. This is Taurus energy. I feel like you are very friendly. You're very giving. You're very nurturing. You're a very stern parent. You're very traditional. You are in the public eye. You're a public figure. I feel like you are you have your own business. You could be an entrepreneur. Your wife could be a Cancer. You could be a Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, but you don't have to be. But I know that you handle your business. Okay, you can have a business in healing. You could look to astrology as a healer. Okay, yeah, you could be 2 water signs that are together. You look just like your grandfather too. Oh, he looks just like Grandpa. Do you see him? He looks just like him. Look at the hair over here. You holding on to your cup. You've been through a lot. You could have been in the Navy. I see you with your suit on. You're looking good. I say you're looking good. You sharp when you get dressed. Do you? I ain't shoot. You need to come out from the cold. Somebody probably got you in the doghouse. Oh, you came home late last night. You was drinking. You was drinking. Yeah, that look all up in you. When you got trouble. You could be born in October. All right, so we're talking about a Scorpio. You're a good parent. What the drunk ass. All right, let me get back to. All right, you're peaceful. You like dolphins. Yes, you're very majestic and peaceful. This is just you live short distance from me, and I ain't gonna tell you where I'm at. So I feel like there's some water in between you and me. Of course, there's water everywhere, right? But you're not too much of a distance. I could get there on my donkey. Okay. Now, remember not to take any unnecessary risk. I feel like I'm drunk. All right, we in the moon energy. So the moon is in Aries. You could be an Aries. All right. Your life isn't boring. It's just you have to be comfortable with yourself. Damn. Stop being so hard on yourself. You could be smoking too. And I appreciate it. Because I'm all up in your guts right now. And I got to come through the lungs. You could be rolling up, smoking, or enjoying a drink or something. But you the king or queen or whatever. I feel like if you're feminine, you're the masculine figure in the family. If you are married, your wife sitting in the other room ain't paying your ass no fucking mind with your drunk ass. Anyway. So, let's see. But be aware of greed, okay? Somebody around you is greedy as hell. Alright. Well, you could eat pork. I don't do the oink oink. But personally, hey, secret admirer. You could be frying you some bacon. Somebody's facing some troubling accusations. But, I'm gonna stop being a jive turkey. You could be eating turkey bacon. I taste turkey bacon. You had some rats around you. Okay, you got random thoughts coming up here. You heard? I heard some good news coming to you here. All right, so let's see. Your ears are clogged. Get a Q-tip and dip it in the peroxide, and then put it in the outer parts of the eardrum. Don't stick it in your eardrum now. Put it in the outer parts of your eardrum. If your ears is itching or if your ears is clogged, you can get warm water with a syringe with peroxide and put it into your ear. Okay, Aries is all about the head. But when you add Virgo, that gives you the vision. Taurus gives you the voice to speak. Virgo gives you the ability to use your senses. With Libra to breathe. And so does Gemini. So take some deep breaths. You may have a hearing aid in one ear. Okay. So what you want to talk about? Let me see what else I need to tell you. A sincere wish. Whatever you're wishing for is going to be granted. There will be money or property or an inheritance that's coming to you. Okay? Your ships is coming in. If you're waiting on a package, it's coming. If you're waiting on some money, it's coming. All right? You could be feeling sorry over a loss. You could be light-skinned. You may have a fear of losing this person. The secret admirer could be a blonde-haired man. You have gray hair. He looking like a man. He lives across the water. You could be a Navy SEAL man, or in the Navy, or a Marine. You're a Marine spirit. You could be holding on to a lot of emotions too. That's why you that's all. You could be light-skinned with you could be light-skinned with you feel unhappy and like you got spilled emotions that you're sitting in. All right, so be happy. This is the time to be happy, okay? Forget about all of that that nonsense. Now is the time for you to be happy and be at peace. You be dealing with this this female. She got her face all squinched up. She got attitude. All right. This could be a relationship between an older man and a younger man. Somebody might be wanting to know if you like younger or older guys, because these two gentlemen are older. Okay. I mean, you're on solid foundation. You're on solid ground. Take your position. All right. You could be an authority figure. Remember to control your anger. Okay. You could have been born in April or November, October. Something happened in those months. All right. So these are the good messages for you. And you worrying for nothing. Stop tripping. You tripping. All right. You're gonna get some compliments from an admirer, but you got good fortune up ahead for you. I feel like you're worrying for nothing. Remember, worry gives you wrinkles, and you don't want to get no wrinkles, okay? Because you're in your emotions, you're in your cups, you're in your feelings. I get it. Face all these challenges like a woman or like a man, and do what you gotta do. You could be eating something with pickles. I taste pickles. Let me get one. Let me get a pickle. Not in that way. Dirty, man. Dirty. Anyway. Let's see. Let me give you one more card. and give you some more guidance. What is the message for this collective? What do I need to pass on? What is the message? Break free. You could be worried about going to prison, or you could have been somebody that had been in prison. Somebody could be worried about dying in prison or spending life in prison. You could have spent time in prison, maybe 8 years. Somebody's facing some time, 8 to 10 years. Maybe they did 11 years, 17 years, 11. I see 111 though. I feel like this is just a transformation. Your ancestor, yes, they was enslaved. There was some type of prison sentence at some point in time, but this isn't. It's not major, but this is a miracle that's taking place. Okay, you could be a miracle worker. You don't even know it. You meant to be a friend. I'm trying to be your friend. Not that way. I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. I'm just saying. But come out of this entrapped emotion. You're in your feelings. Okay? You could be missing a significant other or an ancestor. But they're around you. You got a lot of angels around you, guiding you all over. Okay? You could be feeling just restricted because your options are limited. Oh, Lord, I'm here. Take me to the king. You could be watching some skits because Cancer, water signs like to be funny. They like to watch funny stuff. So, I mean, I do see healing taking place for you. Whatever it is that you're worried about is going to get better. Just believe that. Come out of this. You have the key, all right? You're just in your emotion, but you already she got the cup and he got the cup. Who got the cup? You got the cup, all right? So, like, somebody could be going to a funeral or remembering a funeral. I empathize with you. My condolences. Or you could just be having a birthday. This is a transformation of an old version of you that was trapped. Okay? Because when you see the beetle, the beetle brings transformation. Okay? Death and rebirth. So a new version of you is taking place in that. A miracle is taking place. You're healing. So don't come out of this fear. I don't feel like you're going to go to jail, okay? If that's what you're worried about. You won't. I hear somebody saying, you won't see the daylight or something like that. Come out of that. Whatever it is that you're watching, stop worrying. You feel entrapped. You feel stuck in a relationship, in a marriage. You could be dating someone, or I don't know. You could be nervous about dating, getting back out there because you've been hurt, you've been married, and all of that other good stuff. So you could be skeptical about being catfish. So you got fears. You could be watching Love at the Lockup. But you have good luck here, okay? So just chill, right? In my son's voice. Just chill down, right? All right? So, that's what he coming through in the message to say the same thing. Just chill, right? So, yeah, I see Aries and Scorpio. So you're coming from Mars. You could be a Virgo. Definitely Virgo energy. So there's a need to balance your masculine and feminine. Feminine being in Gemini and Mars being in the masculine being in Virgo. So this is a lot of energies you're picking up on the waves. Just let go of what doesn't matter. If you're missing a loved one, process it and let it go because they're trying to connect with you. You can't feel them if you don't heal them. Okay? So I'm going to leave this right here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please leave a like, share, comment. You can subscribe also. You can catch me on my other platforms. You can find me on my profile and find the links to my other platforms. All right? One will lead you to the other. Yeah, I'm going to leave this right here. Peace.